Alright, what is up everybody? Coming back at you with another video today. And today I've got another unboxing on the channel and a quick overview. So I've actually had this knife a few weeks. So I've got to play with it a little bit, carry it some, and honestly didn't realize I didn't put my video up for it yet. But obviously it's got a Hinderer knife here. This is only my second Hinderer. I had an xm18 3.5 inch recurve blade. Didn't love the blade shape. I just got it because it was my first Hinderer. I did like the knife, but ended up moving it along. So here we go. We got us an Eklipse Tonto tri-way, of course, stonewashed bronze lock bar, and black G10. So there it is, and it does actually come in this zipper or plastic bag there. Real quick, take you to what you get. You get your tri-way pivot stuff, very nice. You get you a sticker and your assembled by card. And this guy Sean Mastis has been there. He does a lot of assembly for them. So here's the knife. So I had seen the Eklipse for a while, and I had wanted to try one. I just never found one, but I ended up selling a couple knives at once, and I found this one, and I went ahead and picked it up. I did buy it from a reseller. I bought it brand new in box, and that was how it came. And I gotta say, I'm absolutely a fan. So I like this a lot more than I did my xm18, and I did like my xm18, but I just really like the Eklipse here. So let's get into some of the features. Got your nice Hinderer logo there. So this is a CPM 20CV model. They've been doing a lot of S45 VN lately, and nothing wrong with S45, but I probably prefer 20CV. I've never had any like surface rust issues with 20CV, whereas like M390, sometimes from some manufacturers you can get some surface rust on M390. Haven't really seen that with 20CV personally, but you know, we'll see. So I've had good luck with 20CV. I really like it. Got the nice Tonto blade shape there, and this is kind of their updated Tonto, and you can see there it's almost got a harpoon up top, just with the way they've designed that. But I really do like the grind. You know, kind of changes it up, almost like a compound grind there. It might be a compound grind, but I do like the blade shape. Pretty aggressive looking, nice and tactical, you could say. Down on the frame, you've got all titanium hardware here, black texture G10. You do in fact get a titanium liner, all titanium standoffs. Moving around, we've got the stonewashed bronze. I would have liked to have found the battle bronze, which is more of a matte color. I really do like the battle bronze look, but when it comes to these Eklipses, they are far and few between, so you can't be as picky. Nice clip to match, and we've got the all raw titanium hardware. There you can see your tri-way pivot logo. If you see that, that means it is a tri-way knife. Also get your thumb studs / external stops into a flick. Very snappy. The detent setup very nice on this knife. Can reverse flick no problems, and it also works really well with the flipper tab. So on the flipper tab, you can push button, no issue. And also light switch, no problems there. One difference I noticed on this knife right away is the jimping. The only jimping you get here, you get some on your flipper tab, which is, it's nice. It's not really sharp at all. And you get a little bit down here, which you really don't even feel. but you don't get any on your lock bar, and there's none on the spine back here, or the back of the knife, whatever you want to call that. Whereas the XM18, you've got some pretty aggressive jimping right here, and also right there, where the girly soy boys with women hands would complain that their finger would hit the jimping when they deployed the knife sitting on their couch. It was never too much of an issue for me. I did notice it, but it didn't bother me. You know, guys that actually get out and use their hands have calluses and thicker skin. The jimping is not really much of an issue. I would almost want jimping on the lock bar. I've noticed at work when I'm sweaty, my hands are sweaty, or got dirt and grease, and I'm reaching for my knife, trying to put it back in my pocket once or twice, I have slipped on the lock bar. You know, it's never been a big issue. I just had to, you know, hit it again and it was fine. But I would almost want some jimping there. Not a big issue though. Thumb studs, very comfortable. Kind of your classic Hinderer thumb studs there. And obviously on all the newer models, you do get a steel lock bar insert as well as a lock bar stabilizer there. Now, the one thing you do not get on this knife is steel washers in between your bearings and the titanium liners. You know, that's a debatable point. You know, some people will say you really need those, like Greg Medford swears. You need those. He says if you take one right here, and he said you can put enough force with your hand to imprint that titanium with the steel washers. And I believe that. There is a easy fix for that though. You can get some $25 taco bearings, and they come with, they're thinner, and they come with a steel washer that goes in between the titanium and the bearings. They're also ceramic bearings. Moving on to talk about bearings, I do have the bearings in this knife, obviously, and that's what they all come with. And I gotta say, fantastic action. Let's get a drop here. So the flipper tab on this knife is nowhere near as in the way as it is on the XM18. On the XM18, it curves up and sticks out. Here, not so much. You can get a good purchase, and it also kind of acts as a hand stop. And it's just really, it's well designed into this knife. Also, when you go to drop the blade, it'll hit on your thumb. You can move your thumb out of the way and let the knife drop. This is completely drop shut. Requires, oh, misfire there. Requires no shaking, and it is very, very smooth. Again, the detent is fantastically set up. I know for a little while there, a few years back, apparently there were some detent issues. Every Hinderer knife I've ever had has been fantastic, fit and finish wise, besides sharpness. Now, my one complaint on my XM18 recurve was that shit was not sharp at all. Wouldn't cut paper. Now, this one, you can see here on the grinds, on the bevels, really sharp looking, very even and uniform. It's rivaling the Medford edge here, which is laser beam sharp, super crisp. Not quite there, but they're getting there, and I do think they're doing better. Let's get a piece of paper here, see if we can cut anything. So not all in one stroke. Catches and you kind of got to go back. So this is factory sharp. I haven't cut anything heavy with this. Just some ratchet straps, a few little things like that. So it's sharper than my recurve was, but nowhere near as sharp as I think it should be, in my opinion, for what you pay, especially on the secondary market. And that's not Hinderer's fault. You know, they can only make so many knives, and that's what they make. But so good bevels, not super sharp, but definitely better. Now the hardware on the Eklipse is different from the XM18. The XM18 has kind of a through bolt with a kind of a washer design. You get an individual bolt that goes through, then your washer slides over that, and then you put the scale on. This is a one-piece standoff, so it's just that one piece there, and you have 6 screws instead of 3 that screw directly into these standoffs, which it actually makes it much easier to reassemble. If you've ever disassembled an XM18, if you don't take the clip off when you try to reassemble it, you put your bolts through and lay it down, they kind of fall through. You're trying to put the standoffs on it and then click it all together. You gotta take your clip off. If you take your clip off on the XM18, no problem at all. But out in the field, it would make it way easier to disassemble with this design, whereas you can take these screws off, and where the standoffs, the screws go straight into them. These standoffs stay on there if you just take the front scale and a liner off. As far as the pivot there, exact same as the XM18 from what I understand. The pocket clip screws and filler tabs are the exact same. The lock bar stabilizer is the same. Not sure on the lock bar insert. I would think so, but I can't say that for sure. I do like the stonewash bronze here. And overall, just a really well put together knife. Very happy with this knife. 0 blade play, and really no QC issues. The sharpness could be a little better. Other than that, really good looking knife, functions flawlessly, and this is definitely a keeper. The ergos are fantastic. It'd be hard to find something with better ergos, in my opinion, even compared to let's say my Arius. The Arius is just like so rounded and smooth. It's fantastic. It's really good. But here with these finger grooves, your hand just kind of falls into place. Now there's a few more kind of sharp edges versus the Arius. But as far as like your hand just falling into place, one of the best. Definitely competes with the best if it's not the best. Quick appreciation. Ooh. Anyways, but like I said, definitely love this Eklipse way more than the XM18. Just the overall look, feel, and I guess function as well. Just fantastic. So doing a great job. You know, look for these to come in stock. If they do, they're gone in 30 seconds. I did try to get an XM18 on a DLT drop, and I was pissed off on that one. Didn't get one, you know, and it was unfortunate. But it actually led to me getting that Arius. So, you know, things happen for a reason. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be looking on the channel for new knife content coming constantly. I got a review coming for this badass Praetorian tee. So please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, let me know what your experience is with Hinder, and if you've had good luck as well. All right, appreciate you watching, and have a great day.